Lucien Agoume, who on earth is he and why in the world is he being linked with Manchester United? Here is a player, according to reports from Spain, that Manchester United are looking to bring in now to hold fort before they can go for the main guy, Carlos Beleba, next summer. But guess what? He's also Cameroonian. What's happening with Amorim and Cameroonian players? But these reports are still young, but with Man United, they start like that. Before you know it, Shesko is at United. That's how they keep starting. So never undermine a Man United story in the transfer summer like this, where they are seriously up to business. So we are going to get to see the stats that make this boy a beautiful, probably guy to bring in now and hold the fort. But it is even better and more beautiful for you to be watching me online but earning from this internet where you be every day, every second, using your phone and that time you spend there. If you do not know how you can do it, come and learn. Simply get the logic and you see why it's worth it. But also, what's more worthy than being able to watch any football match that matters for just 39,000 Uganda shillings. Man, that's the 1.14 pounds. That's how cheap DSTV has made it for you to enjoy football, but also protect your gadgets. Don't you go into those pirated sources, because they are putting your gadgets at risk. Let's get into this risky rumor that's coming out. So there are rumors that have emerged. I think they first came in from, Spain, that Man United are now looking at bringing in a 23-year-old Cameroonian boy, French under-21 player. You feel me? That boy, born in Cameroon, but has played in Italy and in France. He played for Sochaux, he played for Troyes, he played for Brest, he played for Inter Milan. He's played for at several clubs, but now he's at Sevilla. So meaning at a young age, he has traveled to get a bit of an idea of most of the leagues, because the Premier League is a composition of all the different elements and attributes that all the other leagues have, and then put it at the highest intensity in a football game. So I think such a player is well built to come and try out a spell in the Premier League, certainly, in the midfield especially. But that's not why I think he's a rumor that we need to pay attention to. This boy, first of all, has got beautiful stats to his game that can come in handy for Man United, but he's also cheap, as you would expect. Let's first look at the stats. Look at that. This is how he compares with Carlos Beleba from last season in the La Liga. That boy, Agoume, had that's per 90 minutes, his stats. 2.55 shot creating actions, while Beleba had 2.21. So you see, in terms of shot creating actions, he had more. And of course, don't first bring in the level. And I'm not trying to say that he's better than Beleba, but I'm just trying to tell you why he can be put in the conversation, and why I said this is a rumor, but it is worth coming here on the United Old Sport, where you all know me. I don't just bring you here anything and everything. But look at those stats. He wasn't certainly the first priority. Beleba was. We know he's Premier League proven. The stats Beleba has are in the Premier League already. But this boy in the La Liga, top 2 in the tacklers, but we'll get to the tackles. 2.55 shot creating actions. Pass completion, that's better than Beleba. Pass completion, Beleba, beautiful, 87.5%. This boy had 81.8% in La Liga. Not so far off. 5.88 progressive passes. Beleba had 3.96. He had, per 90 minutes, this boy had way more progressive passes. Progressive carries, he had 1.19. Beleba had 1.42. Yeah, carries is you carry the ball, but you're going forward. Progressive passes, you pass the ball, going forward, trying to help in an attack. Successful take-ons, he had 0.98. Beleba had 1.09. Tackles, he had 2.9. Beleba had 2.64. He was in the top 2% when it came to tackling and intercepting in that metrics in La Liga. Interceptions, he had 1.83 and 1.62. Very important attribute. for what Man United needs, because what Manchester United, here are the key things in his game, and of course the others: blocks, clearances 1.96 and 1.46, 1.6 areas duels won. You can see he wins area duels as well, 1.29. But why I think he's a good fit for now, and I'm not saying he's better than Beleba, but like I said, he has been crafted through many leagues. But the two stats you look at there, the tackles and interceptions, are a key thing, and the fact that he can progress the ball with his passes, but even the carrying, but the passing more, the 5.88 there, because that attribute for a player playing next to Bruno with Cunha and Bumo up top, you don't need a central midfielder who is going to want to spend a lot of time with the ball and do a lot of things with it. You want a guy who is going to win the ball back and serve it to the right guys to use it. Those are the Mbumos and Cunhas. You don't expect the player in that position to be the one really playing, because you've got ball players. So this guy has got the tackles that you need, the interceptions that you need, very important in the Premier League. He has got good clearances, of course, and aerial duels, because some clubs play it high. But he is a progressive midfielder, a progressive central midfielder. That's very important. He's a progressive now. The only non-guarantee is whether he would again try to replicate such stats in the Premier League. But at 23, when you're made in Italy, in France, in everywhere, and Spain, I think there can be something in there. He can perhaps have not so many roughs for Amorim to refine. That's why I'm saying, whereas that report is a bit young, it's a baby report. It's not your main guys that you're used to, confirmed. But I'm saying, watch out for that guy, because it makes sense, because go watch him and see his tackles, and you see how he would fit into that team, and you're thinking, yeah, he makes sense, and he's cheap. 35 million is his buyout clause, but Man United reportedly could even pay about 22 or thereabout, which I think would be a good deal. And who knows, this guy can land in the Premier League and Amorim turns him into magic, and in the next summer, Carlos Beleba, Brighton, can look elsewhere. So this could be a sensible signing, owing to those stats. But, of course, Carlos Beleba definitely would be the best priority. But for now, United definitely needs a right midfielder, because this United, sort them now in the mid and in goal. They are proper title contenders. So don't risk. The season is still young and the transfer is still on. Use it, get the right player you need, and try to push as much as you can to compete for the title, and just change everything in an instant. And trust you me, Amorim will have earned the 20 years that he hinted about in a recent interview. Let me know what you think about this boy. Of course, there are others like Javi Guerra, who have been linked with Man United. There is Adam Wharton. But again, the others are more expensive. But remember, United is now most probably looking for a quick fix, an interim solution, because their main guy, they believe they will go for in the next summer. So maybe that could be him. But let's wait and see. Subscribe to the Network Sport. My name is Webb. And of course, come learn and earn. Start using your time online productively. We are powered by DSTV, your home of football.